Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we talk about English story. Before you watch the story, PLZ subscription my YouTube channel. Story A Girls. Amina was a 14-year-old girl who lived in a quiet village surrounded by green hills, sparkling streams, and small mud houses. Her life was simple, yet her dreams were huge, bigger than the mountains she saw from her window every morning. She was the kind of girl who noticed small things. The sound of the birds, the way leaves moved when wind touched them, the smile on the face of an old woman, and the sadness in her father's eyes when he returned from work tired. These small things built her heart, shaped her personality, and gave her strength in ways she did not yet understand. Every morning, Amina woke up before sunrise. Her family was not rich. Her father worked as a carpenter, and her mother sewed clothes for neighbors. Amina helped them in every way she could, fetching water, sweeping the courtyard, helping her mother stitch clothes, and making tea for her father before he left for work. She loved helping them, but there was one thing she loved more than anything: learning. School was her favorite place in the world. She was the brightest student in her class, always sitting in the front row with her notebook open and eyes filled with curiosity. But getting an education was not easy for her. The school was far from her home, and she walked almost 40 minutes every day. Some days the sun was too hot, some days the wind was too strong, and some days rain made her clothes wet, but she never stopped. Education, for her, was not just learning, it was hope. Amina had a dream. She wanted to become a writer. She didn't know exactly how writers lived or what their lives looked like, but she knew one thing: words had power. She had seen how stories changed her mood, how poems made her think deeply, and how reading gave her comfort on the days she felt tired. In her small world, stories were like stars, bright, distant, magical, and inspiring. She had a little notebook that she kept hidden under her pillow. It was old, its pages turning yellow, but it was her treasure. Every night, when everyone slept, she wrote in it small stories, poems, thoughts, dreams, fears, and secrets. She wrote about the sky, the mountains, her parents, the children of her village, the stray cat that visited her house, and even the broken swing near the school playground. One evening, her teacher, Miss Sarah, noticed her writing in the schoolyard. Miss Sarah was young, kind, and the only person who understood how special Amina was. She sat beside her and asked softly, "What are you writing?" Amina quickly hid the notebook, embarrassed. "Nothing, just something." Miss Sarah smiled. "May I see it?" Amina hesitated. No one had ever read her writing before. But something about Miss Sarah's voice felt safe. She opened the notebook slowly and handed it over. Miss Sarah read silently. As she turned each page, her eyes softened. When she finished, she looked at Amina with pride. "Amina, these are beautiful. You write with heart. You have a gift." No one had ever said something like that to her before. For the first time, she felt her dream wasn't foolish. But dreams, especially in small villages, often face obstacles. A few weeks later, her father came home worried. His work had reduced, and money was tight. The atmosphere at home grew heavy. Amina heard her parents whispering late at night. "She is growing up," her mother said softly. "We cannot afford her school fees next year." Her heart sank. The next morning she pretended everything was fine, but inside her chest something hurt. The thought of losing school, losing writing, losing her dream, it felt unbearable. But Amina was strong. She decided that if life became harder, she would work harder. She looked for small earning opportunities. She helped an old woman carry water.